You guys just ripped it. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Love you.
You guys totally ripped it at the
Thank you, dude.
Celebration tonight. How do you feel? How do you feel about Philly shows? The Philly crowds.
Philly's sweet.
Philly's awesome. I wish we played more here. I feel like we've only played twice, and once we played twice or we played 3.
I think we 2.5.
What was the third time?
The Fire?
Philly Fire. This.
Oh, we played Philly Mocha.
Yeah.
Oh, we played Sleep House. Philly Mocha's really cool.
It's a great venue.
And we played the Fire, and that shit was empty. So that was, but that was fun too. So, but I think Philly's really sick, and the crowd tonight was good.
Yeah, good party scene.
It's a cool scene, with Philly style and all that kind of stuff going on here. I think it's really sick.
Represent Temple Campus, Philly style.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like the Philly crowds are always bringing it with the moshing.
They are,
It's a solid scene, really good, underrated and talked about. I feel like, and good bands that come out, like Sweet Pill, a bunch of great bands that come out. So I think it's pretty sick.
How do you guys feel about moshing with your music?
It's interesting. There's some songs and some moments for it, but I always get a good kick out of it.
I feel like any time you see that, it's just you feel you know what I mean. It's
good
just,
crowd reception.
Yeah, it's good crowd reception.
Yeah.
You're not going into a show that's the goal. You're not writing songs for that to be the goal, but I feel like that's what happens. It's whatever. Yeah. It's good to go.
I saw online that you guys were prepping some new songs, some new tracks to share.
Yeah.
I won't pry too much, but do you guys plan on getting to the studio anytime soon?
Hopefully we're trying to get in by the end of May, just to try and get some songs that kind of outline. I think the plan is to just do a bunch of singles throughout, so 6 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 weeks. So I don't know. Hopefully record through the summer, and get something together that we're more proud of. I think we've learned a lot over what we've written, and we've made a bunch of new connections. So I think the next songs, we're super excited to put all that to use. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of connections, I feel like the band is always there's different variations. It's growing and it's expanding and multiplying. You three were there in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And now we've got Braden here. What was that like coming into a band that already existed?
It was super exciting to be a part of a band that has an already established following. Really, really exciting, and given the opportunity to come and play some great shows with them, I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to continue having fun.
Sweet, yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, I mean, hailing from LBI with virtually no music scene other than Jimmy Buffett cover bands.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Yeah.
Well, it's hard because all our parents are oh, play LEI, it's great.
Joe Pops, it's incredible.
My dad's oh, people in Canada know Joe Pops.
No, they don't.
Bro, it's not a music scene, it's just cover bands.
They're Birds. We play there. Everyone's has been so supportive.
They're great,
and immediately acceptive. So you can't really
It's a nice rock to have, but you always want to expand.
It's hard. You don't want to get held to following what the old, our parents would say, because you'll get held to being a local band.
I think it's a lot different. It's typical that you're supposed to play a bunch, and you get your name out.
Right.
But it's just not really like that anymore. I feel like getting stuck in that environment there. I feel like it's kind of hard. I don't hurt your draw. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and those are 5 p.m., 6 p.m. shows too. So not really the whole.
And bro, it's terrible. Dude, you're playing at a bar. People don't want to care. If I'm going to a bar, I don't care about you.
Quiet down, bro. Stop playing too loud.
Yeah, exactly. You feel so bad. You're coming to the Causeway at 10 o'clock. No one cares. It's just I'm whatever. I mean, thanks for having us, obviously, but
it's awesome. It's a good experience to get more
100%, bro.
Tight, playing.
Because you don't want to play these shows where they're kind of empty. It's weird, as an original band. But if you're playing all these cover shows on the island where it's a good bar scene, I feel like it has helped us a lot. I think get experience. So I think that's important.
We need these. We need the old heads. We need the moshing. We need them into the music.
Yeah.
Fully engulfed. But
it's hard.
We talked about. I mean, you just mentioned that being a barrier for the music, and typically there's a lot of respect for bands, and I agree. For bands to wear their influences on their sleeves, but do you ever feel that might be an obstacle for you guys to overcome?
Oh yeah.
I think we've definitely thought that. I mean, I think it makes a good point of if people are obviously your influence, why are you going to deny it? Because it's always they're obviously your influence. Why?
Right.
There's no point in that. So I feel like it is kind of important to wear your influence on your sleeve, because a lot of times people want more music like the music they already like. So if you're proudly claiming an influence, those same fans are gonna draw towards you. So I don't think that's really a problem. So I don't know. What would you guys say?
I think there's nothing wrong with being kind of true to where you came from.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I feel like in the beginning, like we went with the obvious, like, oh, Backseat Lovers kind of sound, but now we're like slowly a little bit getting more like our own sound, not completely.
Yeah,
honestly.
I also feel that. Like the more we play together,
I think 3 years down the line we'll like be like a little bit more locked.
Yeah,
in.
it's also hard because this is like our first real experience is like playing in a bit, like, you know what I mean? Like we didn't know anything like at all.
I mean,
So it's like
you guys got it.
So it's like it's hard, bro.
There's so many things we wish you could
redo. So
we've messed up so many
so
things
much.
in the beginning.
So I feel like now just like learning, and like almost you have to just accept that you aren't as good and you need to get better. So I think taking that same idea with like our sound and developing what we like is like been helpful. It's a good thing.
It's very noble of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Like moving forward, like where do you want to experiment with the sound, like instrumentation or sonically, or like what's?
I think the horns are like a great piece because I think it just takes you from just a normal like rock band to a band where even if you don't know the songs or anything like that, it's at least a bit more impressive and eye catching. So I think that's a big thing that we want to like keep incorporating. And we haven't really like I think with the songs that we're creating now are a little bit like rawer, almost in the sense of like Black Horse Lake, like our first song that I feel like was like more stronger to our sound. So I feel like taking something off that, like the raw type of energy, I think is something that we're trying to like push towards.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're in like an era of music where, I mean, it's the like online era, and like self-promotion is absolutely key to exposure. Posting reels and TikToks, like how do you maintain like your authenticity and like the artistry while also like constantly putting that out?
That's like I think that's the biggest thing that like, you struggle with because I don't know, you see a lot of bands try and be, and it's you want to be like cool, whatever.
Right.
But a lot of times if you want to be like keep pushing, you kind of have to give up a little bit of that
dignity.
Dignity.
Yeah.
Over that. 100%, bro. It's like, I'm not trying to do that, but it's like it works and it'll keep pushing you forward. So I would say, I don't know, I think you have to put in your time early, and as you kind of grow that base, then you can kind of be like focus more on the artistry of it once you already have that fan base under wraps. But like if you're someone posting with like 200 followers and you're trying to be like posting like I don't know, the Backseat Lovers who don't really post and are just, you know what I mean, they can do that because people already love them and they already have that. Yeah. So it's like then it's a little harder, but it's also like all that social media stuff, it's a lottery ticket. Like every time you post, it's like that's a lottery ticket to whatever.
It's the algorithm.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're trying to get to a spot where our following is sustainable enough where like we don't really need to post these reels every day, and so we can kind of just sit back on the music we have out and just like work on something, just work on our originals, drop that, and then have a following that is looking.
Yeah, I think. But, it's a hard thing to do too because I think we see like some of our other influences. And they kind of did that idea where it's like we're gonna work really hard, get the fan base, and then they kind of back off.
Yeah.
But you think about if they were just kept going, it's undoubtable that they would be bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
you can't be the nonchalant final boss.
You can't really.
Yeah.
You can't really.
You gotta just look.
I mean,
full note.
Yeah.
Give your guys like yourself some credit because I saw comments on those reels like people thought that your Beatles covers were originals or you know.
Yeah. If you're thinking that, like, I'm sorry, bro. You're kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even
Give
know.
yourself some
that.
credit. You know.
That's funny.
So, you know, speaking of the fans, like how do we feel about fan accounts on TikTok that may or may not?
Oh, those are us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Those are us. My
There's
boy.
no shot.
Yeah, bro. Those TikTok accounts, like me, MD, all of us are ripping them, helped hella, bro. Like we started like 7K monthlies, rip those all the time, every day, 7 posts a day.
3 posts a day per account every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
And
in class.
pull like raise like 15K monthlies. Like
Yeah, that's how you get all
shit's gone,
the
man.
monthly listeners. If you force feed someone the same thing, eventually they might like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It's so sad, but
It works.
It's like it's brutal. We deleted all of them.
It's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't scroll through them right now, but we'll come back.
There's
We'll
one.
be back.
We'll come back to
Shit
them
posts, they'll
eventually.
be
There's
back.
one. There's
Yeah.
Charlie Justice.
Charlie's account was
It's so funny.
he didn't. Yeah, they thought he was helping.
I mean,
Hollywood thing.
this island age, like people have their digital footprints, and I've done my detective work, and I think I might have found Max's Rate Your Music account. So,
ooh,
do you have music?
Oh, no way.
Music? Oh, yes, I do.
So I'm wondering.
Rate your music. Oh,
you
shit.
You gave Charlie XCX's Brat, which is
wait. How do you know? Wait.
Oh, MD.
That's my username.
I'm not sure, but you gave Brat a 3.5 and you gave Black Horse Lake a 5.
Oh, I did not rate our own music, bro. Maybe I did actually.
So how do we feel?
Maybe I did.
You know.
This is
Oh my God! What are you doing to us?
No,
it's good. 5's good. 5's perfect.
Double down. You got to double down.
But
Brat.
Brat is fire.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just think it's
better than
Brat.
Brat.
Listen. Oh, it might have been because like I wanted to push it down and get like what else was released that year? Jordy Creep.
Yeah.
I was probably trying to get that up.
Yeah.
I get that for sure.
We'll see if that was your count after. I'll confirm.
All right,
We'll see. But I don't know. I figured it was like the one review on Rate Your Music, and I was looking for like jockstrap.
That's definitely you.
That's definitely. Just gotta see. I think it's a fair ranking.
Yo, I'm sorry I said Black Horse Lake is better than Brat. I did not mean that. I was totally joking.
No, Brat's disgusting, bro.
That's not what I was saying that shit in
Mexico. It's great.
I mean, it may not be Brat, but you guys have, you know, like you said, Raw. You got your own thing going. So, like, what's that songwriting process like between everyone?
I think.
I mean, any riff you can get, you just stem off that with a
it is very much
chorus.
Sorry.
Anything you could really
It's like
do.
I feel like it's much more collaborative now than it was at some points. Like now, like Huey, the trombone player, he's arranging a lot of the horn parts. And Levi will sometimes be like, "Yo, play this," and then he'll write them all out.
I think it's hard to say because we don't really have that many songs, so it's not like a strict.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think like some of them have been like I've kind of written them on my own before, and you take them to the band, that kind of thing. Like there's been plenty of songs where like Matt wrote like Fly Swatter, Matt wrote the riff first, and then we kind of base it off that. So I think I don't know, the songwriting process has been kind of mixed, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's some great elements. I mean, like the bass is rapid and it's like a horse, you know, galloping, and it's keeping pace the whole time. And then like, I noticed that, you know, Max, your cymbal play is like pretty inventive with like the hi-hats and the rides. I hear the tapping, sneaking in some of the metal influence in there, and then, you know, Levi lyrics. Great, obviously. You know.
I don't know. There's some holes.
I think you're killing it with.
I really like Octopus Polar.
Knocking down.
Stop!
Big shitter.
All right. And I've got one final thing. Today is Record Store Day, or at least it was. It's midnight. But when can we see some physical releases from you guys?
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. Physical releases.
Maybe when we drop something good.
When we drop something that we're like really proud of. Yeah. And also, if we like got like some sort of like distribution deal, that'd be tough to like run that. Like actually have records. Like we could spend 1,000 like produce like records, but it's like now you're holding on that investment. And now you're really trying to push it. I don't know. It's like I don't see.
No one's trying to buy our record.
Yeah, I'm not. And it's like hella. I almost feel bad selling them that, but yeah. So hopefully, next thing we put out, we'll have physical stuff for that.
Maybe some Bandcamp action.
Some Bandcamp action.
Ooh,
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, right.
Bandcamp Fridays, those hit. I mean, they hit my bank count. But I think that's a good avenue. But I know you guys have anything you want to close out with? That's all we got.
We're playing in New York City on May 22nd at Nightclub 101, opening for the Killins, and then May 30th at Mercury Lounge, opening for West 22nd, and
both beautiful bands, not us.
Yeah, they're great. So please come, and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Why not, bro?
How you feeling? Good?
What the fuck?
Alright, we're gonna play the first song we ever wrote together. I'm not a fan of Hitchhiker. It's called Black Horse Lake.